Welcome back to the Mountain Witch Tarot channel. I am your host, Sarah, and there's a question I want to know the answer to. I'm going to ask Tarot, I want to know what Trump and Putin actually talked about the other day, because I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. I'm hearing that like even Caroline Leavitt was shook. There is a trickle of information coming out on the internet. I haven't seen anything official from any news outlets or anything like that. So I want to ask Tarot. Anyway, before we get started, be sure to click the like button. And if you enjoy political divination, you like this type of content, consider sticking around, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think about this. What are your theories on what Trump and Pooty Poo discussed? I was kind of thinking that it was going to be a ransom situation, and then the taxpayers would have to pay the ransom. So let's take a look at what in the world did they talk about. I really want to know, and I want to see what Tarot can give us, because inevitably in the next few days we may hear something about it. We may possibly get confirmation. The Trump and Putin meeting, and I swear if my phone starts going crazy in this video, I'm gonna flip. Waited all day for a phone call that never came until I started filming. Anyway, let's get a few cards here, see what Tarot can tell us. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see the cards today. I am not running multiple cameras. We're just doing a little quick sit down here at the desk, doing, you know, like a quick reading. There's so much going on. It's hard to stay caught up with everything, so I like to mix it up a little bit. So let's see what we got here. First card. Oh, the first card. Trying to keep the glare off of it. First card is the Devil card. Their conversation was a dark and spooky conversation. Oh, interesting. So apparently, kind of looks like Trump was like, I'm not feeling real good about the way things are going right now, Papa Poot. What did Poot tell him in return? He's like, don't worry, bro, I got you. This is the real Lovers card, by the way. So this is actually two people in love, unlike the Lovers Major Arcana card. I'm not saying nothing, but I am saying something. I think she's probably here to tell me, Sarah, you already know the answer to this. Stop asking me this question. Not that I've asked it before. What is this card? The Strength card. So, oh gosh, yeah, we're getting some solid answers here. So it looks like pretty obvious with defeat, strength, and the Two of Cups, however you want to interpret that one. There was a situation that Trump went to Pooty Poo with where he said, look, it's not going good. I'm struggling. I need help. See what else we can get. I'm struggling. The Hanged Man. Oh boy. And so, of course, Pooty Poo, the King of Wands energy coming in here, probably told him, so here's the strategy. Here's what you're going to do. And what you're going to do, here they are laying their plans. This is crazy, by the way. The cards are really, really answering this with a pretty solid answer. I think Putin probably told him some type of strategy, because we've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Devil, we've got the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, we got the Hangman, we got Strength, we got the King of Wands, and we've got the Two of Staffs. This is instruction of some kind. He definitely instructed him on a strategy. Give us something more to go on here, Tarot. So we got the Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords. So I think this probably right here kind of looks like Putin criticizing Trump for weakness. I think he probably gave him some type of pep talk about showing weakness or not standing his ground the way Putin would like for him to. Let's see here. What else we got? Princess of Wands. This is another incarnation of battle and strength and physical show of force. here he is planting an idea in Trump's head. This is Putin instructing Trump, no doubt about it. Oh, interesting. So the Six of Cups, this is probably recall to a strategy Putin himself has used at some point, which is kind of wild. We need to be looking into Putin's former strategies because I think he probably just gave Trump his own playbook for how to successfully take over as a dictator. Depending on how much you know about him, and I'm not going to go into detail about this right now because it'll just bog the video down, Putin has done a lot to take away liberties from his victims, from, the people underneath him. So in order to get himself into a place of power, he's done a lot. I think we can probably look for Trump to do those same types of things in one way or another. Let's see. What else, Tarot? Give us some more solid information here. So we've got some type of quickness of some sort. We've got the Magician. We've got, a Knight of Pentacles. I think this is an important card here because I think this is kind of like Putin's energy. With three of these together, so if we put together the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician, there is this sense of controlling things swiftly by making them appear necessary. Does that make sense? So it's like you have to do things quickly and you have to make people think that it's necessary, because the faster you do it, the less likely people are to really see like what's happening around them. Let's get 2 more cards. The Hierophant. This always comes out in a Trump reading. Every single time I do a Trump reading, I get the Hierophant, the Emperor. Interesting, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is fascinating here with the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles, because like with the Queen of Pentacles, there is this nurturing a concept here. So this is Trump most likely putting forward is something that, appeals to his base, something that is emotionally rooted, something that is financially rooted, something that is morally rooted. This is probably Putin telling him a specific catalyst to use for this situation, rooted in moral society, or some type of financial fairness or something. Really interesting combination here. I think the cards are trying to be as specific as they possibly can, but we're limited to 78 cards. How does this playbook work for Trump, though? Does it work at all? Let's get 5 cards. Interestingly enough, had a jumper. It was this card. Now this card is on the bottom of the deck. So I think the Princess of Swords definitely wants to be in the spread. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. Princess of Swords, this is an energy of innovation and, coming up with these ideas. Like Trump is notorious for coming up with these half-baked ideas and just kind of throwing ketchup at the wall to see which packet sticks. Not spaghetti. In Trump's case, it's McDonald's ketchup packets. I think there's probably going to be some type of change in perspective coming into this situation because, again, this line is for how Putin's playbook works out for Trump. So we've got the 9 of Wands. This came out in an earlier reading for Trump. This is him battling his way forward. Another thing that came out that, I'm kind of getting this energy again, so I think like the 2 readings are definitely connected, is Trump fought really hard to get where he's at. He had to pay Elon a lot of money and do him a lot of favors. You know, it's hard to get elected when you don't win an election, but, you know, that's neither here nor there, I suppose, at this point. So he did a lot to try to get to where he is. He's not going to come up off of it easily. He's not going to just let go. Trump is hanging on by the skin of his teeth at this point. I think there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But in all of the readings that I've done for him in the last 24, 48 hours, he's struggling. Something's not going well. A lot of things, actually, I think. Judgment Day. So on the road to doing what Putin told him to do, he's going to be in a bad way. With Judgment Day and the Sun card, he's going to have to just weather a storm that he himself created. And I don't think that it's going to come out in his favor. The Sun card here tells me that, you know, only good things come at the end of this road, that the sun actually does come out. This is not going to go the way Trump wants it to. But I definitely think based on the spread that we've got here, all of these cards are so apt for this situation. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I think it's going to probably be a long road. You know, obviously a lot of this stuff's going to get tied up in court. Because, you know, what it's looking like here is Putin is basically telling him how to just gently slip democracy out from underneath the United States. And, you know, Putin hates America. It's not that he's like doing Trump any favors at this point. He's just attacking America. He's using Trump. Trump is instrumental in Putin's attack on America. And I think, you know, he knows how to play him like a fiddle. So he is just using him to undermine and wreak havoc and all of that. And so like all of this instruction here in the cards that he has given him and all these references to like, well, here's what I did in the past and here is the plan that you need to execute the same way that I did in the past. You know, it's not going to work as easily for Trump as it did for Putin. This is a very different country. This is not Russia. And the fact that, you know, Trump even thinks that he can get away with this despite, like, these three cards. Like, this is, you know, him really strong-arming the United States and, like, our system and putting so much strain on our system that he just bulldozes his way through things. And it's just not going to work. It's absolutely not going to work. And the last two cards that we've got in the spread here are a pretty good indicator. Like, it's not going to go the way he wants it to. No matter how he tries to appeal to his base. Like, it's, you know, this seed that Putin planted in his head is not going to, it's not going to play out the way that they think that it will or that it can. Wow. I hesitate to say this because I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this. Allegedly, it looks to me like Putin is basically telling Trump how to steal an election in this spread. So we'll see. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if there's any official information coming out yet. But I think that this was him sharing an attack plan for how to undermine democracy and slip our voting rights right out from underneath us. That's really what it looks like. And that's what I fully expect, especially considering that as of today, Monday, August 18th, Trump got up this morning and immediately attacked voting machines like they had done something to him personally. I think it's kind of coming together. That's what the meeting was for. All of this other stuff, it was just a facade. Don't believe anything Trump says. When he says one thing, believe the opposite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. We will be back to disembodied hands very soon. I just want to do a few videos where I'm on screen, just in case, you know, the hands thing is getting kind of stale. So, but yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you like this type of content and you enjoy political divination, consider sticking around. Hit the subscribe button and become part of the community. And until next time, guys, I will see you later.